Hello. I don't know how to start videos, so welcome and thank you for clicking it. Chances are, if you are here, you want to see this redesign of Weiss. And just a little bit of a disclaimer before I start getting into things. I'm not in any way, shape, or form a professional character designer. I just enjoy the show. I liked the original one, I really did. I just thought it would be fun to redesign the design to maybe make it more faithful to the original color scheme. This video and the idea of redesigning was very inspired by the Judgmental Critter. I'll link their video in the description or like in the information tab thing if I can, or I'll do it obviously. I'll link it in the description for sure. But yeah, this is not meant to be taken seriously. It's just good fun, and yeah, pretty much I think that covers the disclaimer. I've got some notes in front of me, so if you hear me fiddling with paper, that's that. So yeah, let's begin. Well, I've obviously just finished with the sketch now, the rough, and I'm going into lining, but I thought I'd explain my thought process going into it. So the first thing I wanted to kind of discuss or go into is the hairstyle. I like the idea of Weiss having a braid, I really do. I think it's really cute. It's a shame what happened when it came to transferring the design to the 3D model, and I think even in the drawing she has a ridiculous amount of hair, like surely her braid wouldn't be that long. But I wanted to keep the braid, I did like it. I lowered it a bit, well, a lot, because it made her seem more mature, more kind of humble. There's a bit of a reference to, I guess, lower class people. Not really, but it made it look less pretentious, I guess I want to say. More mature looking. The bit around the top, this kind of mimics a crown, but it's obviously just made out of hair. She doesn't have a tiara anymore. She's moved on from that. She's no longer the Weiss, or not the Weiss, the Schnee hair. So no tiara. She's the Ice Queen. But she's warmed up, so it's not made of metal or anything anymore. And the parting, it's away from her eye now, because I like the idea that she accepts the scar as a part of herself, and she's kind of showing it to the world. She doesn't want to hide it. She's saying that this has happened to me. This is my past. For the jacket and belt, it's mainly white, because one of the things that quite a few people brought up was that Weiss's colour scheme was meant to be white, which, valid, true. I understand why they made her predominantly dark blue or blue in volume 7 and now volume 8, because obviously the environment is all very white and they don't want her kind of disappearing into that, which is quite easy considering how pale Weiss is and her hair is white, and if her jacket was white and her skirt was white, I can completely understand that. So I added the accents around the side, kind of where the arm is, where she'd be standing, because to help her stand out and also to incorporate the colour aspects of her teammates, so like red, ruby, black, Blake, yellow, yang. There was a bit, I think it will show up in a moment, where I considered having the outlines around the sleeves and the jacket as red in order to make red more predominant colour, as Ruby is her partner, but I don't think I really liked it that much. I think that black was perhaps better. It seems more serious, and also it's a bit of a callback to her volume 2 outfit, I believe. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why there's the outline. Otherwise, it could have just been left white. Let's see, next. It's the dress, I believe. Yes. Her secondary colour is blue. Albeit before it was a lighter shade of blue, I decided to take it and make it darker for this version, because it would make her stand out more, and also it's just, I feel a much more mature colour than Baby Bell blue or baby blue, Baby Bell. Bluebell, I don't, light blue. It kind of helps distinguish the front from the back as well. You know, she's got this straight line down the front, showing her front, obviously. And yeah, another thing, the blue, the dark blue. Most of her family generally tends to wear quite washed out colours. Like when we see her mum, it's more of a desaturated blue, so having this dark saturated blue kind of makes her stand out from her family as well. And in this giant mansion where she grew up in, where we see her go back in volume 4, she's wearing all these greys and this whites, and it's all very bland. The blue brings in a pop of colour that will make her stand out more against her family, against the background, against her home, and the environment, I guess. I already said that in background. I'm terrible at this, I'm so sorry. I'm rambling like an idiot. Last things last, I guess, are the boots. Bring back high boots. There was nothing wrong with them. I did like the fact that they had the high boots for the volume 7. I did kind of keep an aspect of that, I believe, with it coming up to her knee and then acting almost as if it were not a knee pad, but you know, it comes up above the knee. Front white, back blue. This was a bit of a iffy decision because I found the boots quite hard to pick colours for, given they also have to stand out, and chances are they're going to be interacting with the environment a lot more. You know, she's going to be standing in snow, she's going to be walking around in these white tundras. But I settled on the idea of having the red where her ankle begins so you can see where her foot is, and the blue at the back, so you know, also another distinguisher between the front and the back, and if she's running or something away from the camera towards the camera or at an angle, you can see. Here you can see me kind of messing with the idea of giving her gloves. It's cold in Atlas, and I know they said that aura can be protection against the cold weathers, and none of the other real teammates really have gloves, but I mean, she has gloves in the volume 7 design, so why can't I give her gloves? And it also just adds to this idea of a little bit of nobility, which is where she came from. She came from a very high class family, and I realised I missed something because I was too busy looking around like a fool. I changed a couple things in the design from the sketch to the final, in which the back of the jacket, instead of having her emblem, which I realised was the Schnee Dust Company logo, I just gave her a blue bit to keep the idea of the secondary colour being blue and more overwhelming than black or red. So then you can also see where her shoulders are at, how they're moving in a scene or whatever. And also I added red to her hair, a little headband, because Snow White in the original, she had this little tie around thing. Neat little callback to that. So yeah, that's all I really have. Hopefully this wasn't too hard to follow. I'm rubbish at this, I'm very sorry. Hopefully it wasn't too unbearable to listen to, and if it was and you muted it, you wouldn't be hearing this. Oops. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you like it, and if you have any other ideas or criticisms or anything, don't hesitate to let me know, because like I said, I'm not a professional, I'm just doing this for fun. So yeah, thank you for watching, have a good day, bye!